Hi, my name is Jenna, and I'm a senior journalism major here at the University of Richmond. Today, we are going to explore some of our academic spaces on campus to hear from students who chose atypical combinations or less common fields of study about why they chose their majors and minors and how they like it. Here at UR, it is very common to have more than one major and/or a minor or two. Now let's go find out why. I'm here in the Maudlin Center for the Arts, and I'm with Caroline, who is a double major in dance and English with a minor in theater. And now we are in the Alice Jepson Theater. Caroline, what drew you to combine dance, English, and theater for your majors and minors?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that dance, English, and theater really all deal with storytelling at its finest, and I love getting to bring all those fields together to engage in storytelling in different ways and maybe use all three disciplines together to create stories, which is such an amazing experience.
What do you like about studying in the humanities and arts at UR?
Yeah, I love studying the humanities and arts here because they make it such a personal experience. I mean, you really get to deal with concepts and ideas and thoughts and creative experiences that really mean something to you as a person, and the faculty is willing to engage with you about those experiences.
What has been your favorite project or performance so far?
I would say probably the University Dancers concerts I've been into so far, but it's a concert series that we work on throughout the entire year for the University Dancers Company, which is the concert dance company at the University of Richmond, and it's just so fulfilling and I love it.
Very cool. Thank you, Caroline. Now let's go meet Benjamin, who is a music and accounting major, and see what he's doing in the practice room. Hi, Benjamin.
Hi, Jenna. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How did you become a music major, and why did you pick it?
Sure. So I came into the university actually wanting to do accounting and music, which are really two different things, but always had this love for music. And it was one of those things that it was a both and decision for me, which is why I really wanted to pursue music.
So what are your music classes like?
As a liberal arts institution, we're taking classes in all kinds of different things in addition to our predominant instrument here. So we're taking courses in music theory, music history, ethnomusicology, and then we have a bunch of different electives as well. I'm in music and religion, which is a special topics course. There was a video game music course just offered last semester, music in the mind. So there's a lot of fun courses in addition to the more traditional music courses that we offer here. One of the highlighting characteristics of the music department is that we're a really small department on a really small campus. We have a group of, I think, 8 to 10 music majors in my class, the senior class, that are graduating this year. And it's just been this wonderful, tight-knit community who are super supportive of one another. And that's just been really great to experience.
That is super cool. Thank you for telling me about it. I'm here now in the Classics Library of the Humanities Building with Charlotte, who is a psych and creative writing double major with a minor in classics. Charlotte, why did you choose this field of study?
Well, in terms of psychology, I loved my AP Psych course that I took in high school, and I also think I want to go to law school, so I thought psychology would be a great basis for that. And then in terms of creative writing, I've always loved to write, specifically poetry, so I thought continuing that in college would be something that would be really fun and productive for me. And then in terms of classics, I've always loved classical literature, specifically Greek and Roman mythology, which we touch on a lot here at U of R.
So could you give us an example of what your classes are like?
Yes, so my classical studies and psychology courses are more lecture/discussion based, whereas all of my creative writing courses so far have been workshop based. I personally think that I have gained so much from this kind of class style and really have just learned a lot about how to improve myself as a writer by getting feedback from my classmates as well as by reading and looking into their pieces as well.
Very cool. Thank you, Charlotte.
Of course.
Now I'm in the Gottwald Center for the Sciences with Nora, who is a double major in chemistry and leadership studies. What led you to choose those two majors?
Yeah, so one of the main reasons why I'm at Richmond in the first place is because they have this Science Leadership Scholars Program that runs through Jepson, where it is designed for people that are, majoring in leadership and STEM. Usually that ends up being people that are majoring in also psychology or like environmental science, but I decided to take the more drastic route and do chemistry because I really just enjoyed chemistry in high school and I knew I wanted to do a science, but the real reason why I wanted this kind of combination is because I'm really interested in interpersonal healthcare, and I knew that this kind of clear showing of something that bridges both humanities and STEM would kind of reflect this post-grad.
What has been your favorite class here at UR?
Yeah, so it's actually a class I'm taking right now. It's healthcare ethics, which is a Jepson elective. And as I said before, I'm really into interpersonal healthcare, so it kind of combines this like STEM, but also it's ethics, so which is a major part of the Jepson curriculum.
Thank you, Nora. I'm here now with Svea, who is a triple major in global studies, French, and religious studies. How did you get so many majors?
I came into college knowing that I wanted to do French and global studies, and then I knew I wanted to take classes in religious studies at least, and then my classes were so enjoyable and I realized that the major was really just taking as many classes as you could, so it was a really easy transition into that third major. I think there are a lot of benefits to having 3 majors. You definitely get a really broad scope of a lot of different things. You get to meet a ton of different professors, you get to meet a ton of different students across all different majors, especially since the global studies major encompasses so many subjects. You'll be with majors of students of all majors. You get the benefit of I guess networking in like a purely like meeting other people sense. And then there's also the element of like I will graduate with so much knowledge about so many different things, which is not to say that other majors won't, but I have 3 different areas of expertise that I get to graduate with 4 years of classes in. My favorite class I've taken so far is a religious studies class. It's called Women, Gender, and Sexuality in Islam.
Cool.
And it's been a really great sort of eye-opener because it's about like gender theory and what it is, but also Islam and what it is, and how we can look at women, gender, and sexuality through the lens of Islam, and then talking about all different kinds of geographical areas in the world.
Thank you, Svea.
Yeah.
Last but not least, I'm here in the Carol Weinstein International Center outside the Spatial Analysis Lab, and I'm with Jack, who is a double major in computer science and geography. Jack, why did you choose to study both geography and computer science?
I think for me, when I was in high school, I knew that I liked being outside, I liked the environment, and so I actually ended up applying to a Richmond Endeavor program with Dr. Todd Lookingbill in the geography department. That Endeavor program is really kind of what got me into geography, and then I got into mapping and doing spatial analysis, which was really cool. And for computer science, it was kind of the same thing. I knew I wanted to try it when I was in college, and so I took the intro class during my freshman spring, and I really fell in love with the problem-solving aspect of it, and since then I've just taken classes that have been interesting to me, and here I am about to graduate with a double major.
What has been the most rewarding project you worked on?
I went down to Duke University to do like a hackathon there with a couple of my friends in computer science, but given my geography and sustainability knowledge, I wanted to create something that had to do with sustainability, and so the 3 of us came up with this idea to basically create a database of forageable foods, so any nuts, berries, trees, community orchards as well, where they have like free food available for people that need it, that are maybe living in food deserts. We came up with a way to have an interactive map that has all kinds of foraging locations, and so that anybody can kind of go and have access to that new location.
Would you recommend having more than one major or minor?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's one of my favorite things about this university is that we have so much flexibility with, even between the 3 schools, but also just within arts and sciences. There's enough space in your schedule where you can really branch out and take classes that you're interested in. And I think that that's kind of the best way to find out what you might want to do after college and everything. And so I think that having double major, or even I know somebody with a triple major, double major, minor, whatever you want to do, I think that just taking classes that you like and see how close you are to getting a second major or minor, because a lot of times you're only 1 or 2 classes away just after you take a few classes.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for joining me on this journey today. I think we found some pretty good insight into the great variety and possibility we have academically here at UR. Thanks for watching, and go Spiders!